There's Good Saturday morning. Welcome to BettorCenter Live. From America's Show. Get 3 winners in the NBA, Major League Baseball, and the NHL. Need sports winners? Need expert advice? You come to the best place, BettorCenter Live.
Hey.
Good timing today, Tony.
There. It actually played from beginning to end.
Hanging out in the gazebo today. Well, the soon-to-be gazebo, as soon as these grapes start coming in. So, and let's hit it today, Robert. Saturday morning. Good Saturday morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Robert.
Morning, Robert.
Let's see if we can get some winners. I think, hey, good morning, Gerard. Big weekend in front of us. Here we go. Tony, Red Rocket. You fired them out yesterday, didn't you? Lots of fucking winners, didn't you?
I don't know. I know I hit the 2 on the show. The NBA, I keep giving out winners on the show for damn sure.
Nothing but winners. I typed the winners in yesterday. Let me see if I can put them back up there.
Yesterday, I did lose the baseball. Was dead on arrival, dude. That wasn't very good. But the NBA, New Orleans and Atlanta. So, yeah, the double Atlanta Braves, Atlanta fucking Hawks was a double winner.
Let's see. All right. What happened to yesterday's stuff? I was typing them in while we were doing them, so I remember you had some NBA winners.
NBA's been good, man, as far as the show. Like 3 straight days I've given out 2-0 winners on the show, so keep that going.
There we go. All right. So, all right. How about you, Chum? I know you took the day off. It was a rough Thursday. We have them, but
yeah, I didn't. I had a 0-4 on Thursday. That's not why I took off yesterday. I worked late and I had to go and do some stuff. So, yeah, I'll come on and talk when I lose. I don't have a problem with that. It happens. We bounced back yesterday with the best bet winner in the NBA, the Hawks. I did lose my best bet in the MLB with the Yankees, and then I was kind of back and forth. It's kind of a split day, but hopefully we get back on the winning edge today. I've got bunch of plays up and available. I do like them all quite a bit, obviously. But anyway, yeah, I got some good plays for the show, too. So let's get to the winners.
All right. Well, Marcus came right out with, he got 2 out of 3. He did
the meatloaf. I love the meatloaf, dude.
It's the greatest.
Some people like ketchup on it. I'd rather have gravy. I'm not a big ketchup guy.
Yeah,
thanks for all.
If you can pull off 2 out of 3, you will be the god of the business. The real goat, the true goat. Speaking of somebody claiming to be a goat, somebody friend requested me for picks.
2 out of 3,
and he goes around claiming he's a goat. So I'll let you figure it out from there.
The goat, Vegas Dave.
I'll let you figure it out from there, Desi.
With the half a goat. Let me get the half a goat.
Wants to be my friend. Sure, we'll fuck you out of the 60,000. Let's be friends. Yeah. You want fucking winners, you fucking loser. Anyways, Ro, welcome to the show. Nice to see you. Love seeing you here live as well. Thank you for the compliments. Pete, yesterday gave our show a sweaty winner. All right, Pete. Good day. Celtics got it done in overtime. Hey, winner, chicken dinner doesn't change if it was overtime or by 1,000. Curry to GOAT. There we go. All right. So, well, that's I don't know if he gets the GOAT.
Funny story, man. I got a good stories about the Curry. I remember him when he was barely out of diapers. I worked for Kenny Gaddison, who was a Hornet at the time. He bought a restaurant. I went in and kind of started it up, okay, like got the menu and everything going, helped hire some people. And they had a big party at the end for the opening. And Dale Curry, his father, came, and we were all drinking. I was drinking at the time. I think I drank White Rushes, man. This was like early 90s. You can look up the team. Kenny Gaddison, Larry Johnson, Hersey Hawkins, and Dale Curry for the Charlotte Hornets. And we were sitting there drinking, man, and I started dancing. And Dell was like really well known. Seth's father, Del Curry's probably one of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet, man. And you kind of know where Stephen, where he got his shooting touch from, because his dad had a really sweet stroke when he played. And I sit there and drop my drink on the floor. And I remember Del Curry looking back at the bartender. We were all laughing. He's like, cut that guy off or whatever. So Del Curry was telling him to cut me off because I dropped my drink on the floor.
All right, the Red got shut off by Curry family. That's it. Morning, Daniel. Nice of you to show up even after you hammered us with Memphis yesterday. Takes a lot of balls to show up and say good morning. Welcome back.
Good morning, guys.
Yeah, it's nice to see some new faces. Keep
sharing. That was see you here.
Tough loss.
We're not on the same political spectrum, but we'll be on the same sports spectrum. I promise you that. And everybody's entitled to be wrong. So
it wasn't like it was a horrible pick, dude. Again, kind of got caught at the very end. It was one Memphis was trying to hang on for dear life. Knicks caught him at the end of regulation with a bucket, and then kind of used that and pushed on by in overtime. It happens.
Memphis actually was ahead that whole game. I mean, Memphis had a bad
they ran out of gas right at the end, dude. Basically.
Yeah, the last minute and 30, they just they did run out of gas. Actually, they blew it, but it wasn't a bad pick at all. Actually,
we call it faltered. They faltered at the moment of truth.
Morning, Rashad.
Not a bad pick though. It was pretty bad. Good morning, Rashad. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning, Isaac. Man, we got a nice little gathering here. Why don't I see my number up here that tells us how many people are watching? Usually it's up there.
Because I think we broke the counter today.
Oh, we did. Good.
Actually, it's off, but I shared it to like 5 more places. We should get over 30 or 40 viewers on the Facebook part.
All right. I don't have my phone with me, so I won't be sharing it, so we'll probably lose a little. But hey guys, you guys are in the sports groups. It'd be nice if you guys can share this for us a little bit in return for Cincinnati yesterday. Come on, guys. It happened on the show naturally. I said people were buzzing my ear with Cincinnati. Then all of a sudden, people started buzzing the show with Cincinnati. And then, bam, Cincinnati comes in 6-5. Made you sweat it out at the end, but cash the ticket. So that was a nice winner. So why don't we get to some winners here today? Don't know how well prepared I am for you right now. We might have to start doing.
If you don't know how well prepared you are, then who the hell's going to know?
Yeah, you're probably not prepared.
Well, yeah, so I can, ram-a-lama ding-dong with you guys, but, I'm kind of counting on you guys to be the meat and potatoes right now, and I'll get my nose back into these games here in a second. Did my baseball, some baseball, not all of it, to make my final decisions. And I still got my basketball and hockey to look at. So maybe we'll have to do these 9 a.m. on Saturdays because the early stuff is now kind of done. And probably get in a little extra time to handicap. So that being said, I'll let you start, Red Rocket. You got some NBA for us tonight? Or let's start with that baseball because that's going to be the first stuff. Anything early in the Miami or just go rattle off?
No, I don't think I have that game per se. I'm just going to give out my card today. Let's try to have a good weekend. Let's see how this works out. In baseball, 2-dog plays, smaller plays on 2 dogs. I went with Philadelphia with Eflin on the mound and fucking Texas again with Lyles at plus 153. And then 2 other plays, a little favorites. Actually, Milwaukee's not much of a favorite at all, but Milwaukee with Hauser. And I'm also going to go back to Toronto again after they burned me last night. I got Toronto with Mats. And then my best bet for the day is going to be a minus 128 with a cease and desist on Chicago White Sox. It's going to be my best bet. So I got White Sox as the best bet with other action on Milwaukee, Toronto, Philadelphia, and Texas. And that's what I got. That's my full MLB card today. All
right. What about Cincinnati again, guys? They're hot. They're hitting bats. They're, anybody, any thoughts on that one? Any looking into that? I'll be looking into it a little deeper here, but it doesn't seem unreasonable to not want to roll with what you won with yesterday.
And of course, my game's postponed. I'm just now seeing that White Sox is postponed, so I'm going to have to probably go back to the. Did they literally just postpone the game while I was sitting here? I guess they did.
It wasn't postponed before we started, so I must have just went off the board.
Wonderful. All right. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah, as far as that game goes, Lou, Cincinnati, what are they, minus 130 at Arizona? I got 1-6 Arizona, who has been struggling, and the Reds they're firing on all cylinders.
Let's see what we got on this Hoffman guy.
Hoffman, he's only been one start. I don't have last year's stats, but he pitched a good first game. I think that's a solid play. I didn't write it down, didn't really cap it that hard, but I agree that you could go back to Cincinnati today at that price.
No, they've certainly they've caught my attention. That's usually what happens. I mean, I know it's the buzz and now it's the flavor, and maybe it's just our show that made it the flavor. I don't know, but one thing about baseball, you got to play the buzz and you got to play the flavor because it's about the streaks and it's about finding the streaks before everybody else does. Otherwise, then it gets kind of overpriced.
I mean that's a good price actually. If you like Cincinnati, that definitely minus 130 is pretty good value on them today if you like them.
Well, he's 2-3 versus the Diamondbacks, and so he's not setting the world on fire. Riley Smith has not pitched, so at least against the Diamondbacks, I don't know too much about him. He doesn't have too much stuff there. So.
No, he's nothing special. But anyway, so as far as what I'm going to give out today, I'm going to kind of buck a little trend here. The Brewers' offense has been anemic. I'm going to play them under again today until they prove they can hit. I mean, their whole lineup's hitting under 200. They don't hit Martinez very well. Hauser's very serviceable pitcher for the Brewers. It's kind of hit or miss, but he's got good stuff. It's just putting it all together. I'm going to back that trend a little bit. Probably be one of my best bets for the show. And this one might not be popular, but I'm going to back Seattle plus 160 at Minnesota. I just think they got a chance with that Kikuchi guy or whatever his name is. Pineda, he got his first start against Milwaukee. He pitched well, but the Brewers had their chances and they just couldn't get it done. I think Seattle's got a chance at plus 160. They obviously a smaller play. I think the Yankees are going to go back over the total again. I gave out a nice free play winner on that yesterday. I think the Yankees in Tampa get over 10 again today. So I like my top dog will be Seattle plus 160 small. I like the Brewers under 8, and I think the Yankees Tampa Bay fly well over 8.5 today, guys.
All right. Isaac comes to the show with the Twins today, the big favorite going against you there. So you said,
well, that's small play, just a dog of chance, I like to say.
I think Marcus kind of agreed with Isaac there, so on the favorite. But you smell a little dog there, a little dog bite. All right. And then looking at that, what was it? Braves Cardinals was the other one.
I like the Cardinals Brewers under 8, and I really like the Yankees and Tampa to go over again today.
All right, there we go. All right, so like I said, I have yet to pull my trigger, and I'm going to listen to what we got to say here, and then I'll get my nose in it before everything starts. So that but I would say if I had anything off, I don't have anything. I'm not gonna just kind of just throw anything out there just for the sake of throwing something out there. So obviously the Detroit Cleveland series has been a big historic over. So I'm gonna have to look into that. You only got the 9 here today, so on that one, and that's it. What about some? Let's maybe. Head over into, and obviously it didn't go over yesterday, but we'll see what happens here today. I'll take a little look, and so let's head to the NBA. Back to you, Red Rocket. What do we got in the NBA tonight?
Okay, NBA tonight. I'm going to give out 2 more plays. I'm not going to break the system of how I'm doing this. do a little superstitious method here. So two more plays for Saturday in the NBA. Going to give you guys for the show. Going to play the contrarian play against the Phoenix Suns here. I'm going to take the Wizards and the 12 points. And then I'm going to also play Golden State minus the 9. I don't have my phone right next to me, man. I normally do, so I handicapped myself. Golden State is playing the Houston Rockets, okay? And
yeah,
so
minus 9.
Minus 9, and then the Wizards is 12. Like I said, again, and the one thing I'll say about Phoenix is they've had a tendency this year, as good as they've played, to drop games to teams they have no business losing to. Not just not covering, but straight up losing some games to teams they have no business losing to. I'm kind of trying to catch that sweet spot and take the 12 points and see if the Suns play a little flat tonight. See if it's like partly sunny instead of the full-blown Suns tonight. So that's my 2 plays in NBA. Best bet up. I'm going to tell you last night's best bet play in the NBA. I gave out Milwaukee early in the morning, but I don't know if you guys realize that by the time they tipped it off, literally everybody that had started the game before was in street clothes on the bench. I don't even know how many players they played that game with last night, but obviously I think they were a 3 or 4 point underdogs by tip-off, so that sure as hell didn't work out.
I'm going to go off of what Tony says. Some of this is getting to be bullshit, actually. I mean, the coach had to have known they all weren't playing. They waited till an hour and a half or 2 hours before tip-off to announce that. And
they did two first. They did it in 2 waves, dude. There was the first wave where they said
maybe
the first 2 weren't going to play. Giannis and one other guy. There were 2 guys. And then right about 30 minutes before game time, the other 3 guys aren't playing. But maybe that's what game time decisions are. Maybe they went out on the court, tried to run around, then are like, you know, I get it. Maybe you want to play, but when you go out there and start doing layup drills, you're just like, you know what? This probably should take it off. And NBA, dude, you can't trust anything. They're like college sports as far as injuries go. You cannot trust nothing they say. If they'll tell you a game time, that don't mean shit. You literally almost have to wait to see if you're that kind of gambler. If you think there's an injury, you need to wait. You know, I didn't realize that many dudes were gimpy last night before the game even started, but that was pretty bad.
I think that teams in certain spots are resting players, and they're kind of just making bullshit up, Tony, to be honest. I don't think –
Well, that too. Sure, I mean, that's strategical.
I guarantee you that if the Bucks were in the first round of the playoffs last night, that every one of those guys that sat out would have played.
Well, yeah, that
goes without saying. Well, if you're going to do that, just freaking disclose it. I mean,
they're just not going to tell you. Why would they say? What's the advantage of them telling anybody? That's why people get upset that they don't tell everybody. But I'm thinking to myself, well, what's their advantage to saying?
Well, if me or you, hour, 2 hours before game time, see the lineup, and we bet $1,000 on the Bucks, and then an hour before
they don't care about that shit.
Well, they don't care about that, but I'm saying as far as gambling is huge right now. They legalized it in every state. There's more money being wagered on sports right now than there has ever been. Let's put it this way: compared to the NFL, it's complete. NFL, if you don't tell those motherfuckers you have a hangnail, it's like a $500,000 fine. It's a completely different animal. In NFL, you got to tell them if you got the ingrown hair on your chin, you probably have to list that shit on the injury report. In the NBA, nothing, dude. They don't have to tell you dick. I'll get to the card now, but yeah,
let me just add to one thing there. Yeah. I mentioned Eric Lewis was 18-2 against the spread in the games that he was reffing in. His current record, I believe, I'm not sure what the last game did, but before the last game, he is now.
You're saying the favorites covering the games that he refs?
Yes, and they now he went from 18-2 to 3-6. Since I mentioned that. Now,
that was.
And I'm not saying I'm anything important or anything like that, but you want to know something? ESPN, I'm a former employee. I give them a hard fucking time. Anytime I do something just a bit out of line, I get the threats of a fucking lawsuit. So they watch. Okay? And not only do they watch, I mean, I know most of the fucking executive producers, or not most of them, I know enough of them, where there was a buzz within ESPN back when I picked Chris Moneymaker to win the World Series of Poker. Believe me, I was the buzz within the ESPN community at that time. So at the end of the day, and you know, they're watching. Okay, no matter how they do it with the bot, they don't have somebody sit there. What's Louie doing now?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Who they got the coffee boy hanging out?
No.
They got watching.
No, come on. At this stage, if you don't have a bot looking for things and words and chasing things down.
Do they understand my southern accent?
As soon as I get out of line, I get a letter.
I speak with a southern accent.
I get a letter for the threat of the lawsuit. So I don't know who the fuck's watching, but they're watching, guys.
Yeah, well, there's
Big Brother.
Somebody feel like.
So what I'm saying is
watching me,
they're paying attention,
and I have no privacy. Whoa,
they're paying attention to this shit better than we are. Trust me. They got fucking bots out there chasing everything down.
All right.
Go ahead.
Let's get you a few plays, but yeah.
Did you get your NBA in yet, Sean?
I'm going to do it right now.
Go ahead, man.
But you know what? We'll add one more thing that Doherty or whatever, that ref that headed out for Iverson. You know, it's probably not that bad, but there's probably a little bit of crooked shit that goes on. Whether Lou's onto something with that guy's 18-2 or not, there's a good chance he might have been wagering a little bit on the game.
I'm not saying it was or wasn't.
No, I'm not. They do watch that shit pretty close.
Of course. I mean, you know, as soon as somebody popped it out and made note of it and started talking about it, he got the phone call. Hey, the phone call.
All right. I'm going to agree with Tony. I like the Wizards tonight again. They've actually been playing pretty damn good. They won last night at Golden State, I believe. I had 12 points. Suns. I don't know if the Suns played last night or not. But that's a solid play. I'm going to go with Detroit again. They took care of Sacramento the other night. Portland, 12 points. I'm going to take them again. I'm going to take I didn't take them the other night. I actually was on the other side. But I'm going to take Detroit plus 12 tonight. And I was going to do my little fade the thunder thing, but I'm not going to now because Embiid and Tobias Harris might not play. But I have a really solid play winner up that I'm pretty guaranteed that I'll win at BettorCenter if you guys want to grab that. But I'm going to agree with Tony. I like the Wizards plus 12 is my best play for the show. And I also am going to take the Pistons plus 12 tonight for my two show plays.
All right.
I'm probably going to go back. I'll let y'all guys know now. I'm probably going to go back through with this baseball. I'm just trying to bet. I normally will go to my Nets rated game and make it the best bet, and that's probably what I'm going to do. I got Milwaukee. It's going to end up being Milwaukee. It's going to be my best bet in baseball today. For what that's worth. I'm going to go back and do a few minutes work once the show's over, but I'm pretty sure that's what's end up going to happen. And it is postponed. Chicago City is postponed.
Maybe a nice little show parlay, guys. Do the Brewers and the under today.
Brewers and the under.
Yeah.
Brewers and the under.
We'll see tomorrow if that was a solid play. But I like the under. Tony likes the Brewers. Let's see if we can combine them for a nice little parlay.
All right. Pete, yes, it's a beautiful sunny day in Las Vegas, Nevada right now. Hard to go back inside when I'm sitting out here, and it's so beautiful. And so
it does look nice.
Yeah, hanging out.
Gardens look good.
So, and Marcus, Gerard looking for something solid from you today, baby. What you got going there, Marcus? Number one play.
Marcus, give me a dime. Brother, can you spot me a dime till Friday?
No, he wants a dime play.
Oh, dime play. Excuse me.
Dime play.
I think Marcus is having a slow morning because he hasn't even sent me a message yet, and it's 10:30. So
we'll see if he can get out here. So, you know what I was thinking? Maybe, I'm going to order some coffee mugs and T-shirts and hats, or not T-shirts, maybe nice.
I got some great white capper stuff, man. It's, I guess, what's funny was I was going to get more stuff done, like pins, I was going to have pens with all the info on it and go around passing them out in Vegas or something. I was like, man, they'll probably end up throwing me out of here and shit.
Oh, of course they will.
You should get some.
Oh, yeah, they will. Yeah.
I didn't do it. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? They'd probably end up just tossing me out of my head.
I got to give props to a guy, Jay Cornegie from the Westgate Hilton. You know, back in the 90s, I went up and asked him if I could do a little promoting in the sports book when he ran the Imperial Palace. And because I was courteous and asked him, he said,
right, yeah, I would definitely, that's the way to do it. You go in
and never get away with it today because it's just too big, you know, and there's too many of them. But, you know, I did it respectfully.
Like hand out like your newsletter or something, have some made up like the gold sheet back in the day, maybe go in and hand out your picks.
Well, you remember, I don't know, in the casinos, there used to be the stat facts, or, you know, you get the sheet, which covers.
Yeah, basically.
That was my programmer that would, you know, that was my software back in the 80s and the 90s that used to have the facts sheets, but somebody else, you know, did the deal, but it basically came out of my system, my software system. So that's what all came out. And then, you know, the guy that did the developing of my program, you know, I don't know if anybody knows my long-term history, but I was one of the first to have the databases out there. It was Computer Sports World and I. Well, before Covers just started getting into the game. But, you know, Data Broadcasting Company, Computer Sports World, which is now Vegas Insider, which turned into CBS, and I were the two players in the game. But I wasn't the player because I had a self-taught programmer who developed this amazing program, and I just bought the company is what I did. I was like, boom, but I didn't realize the company was really one guy. So when he exited, the database was gone, but I'm rebuilding. Well, yeah, I know. It's funny, but it's not funny because, boy, oh boy, we're supposed to be right there next to these guys right now. And today we're rebuilding the database. So that's going to be coming back. And when it comes back, you'll see.
You just buy that. Don't you just buy that? Elias Sports Bureau's got that market cornered, don't they, or something, you know?
Yeah, well, they do have, yes, you know, there's a lot of money in that, guys. There's a lot more money in that than betting the games, okay?
Well, yeah, if you can provide quality, instant information when people need it, what they want, yeah, there's definitely money in that.
Yeah,
so especially like news services and that kind of deal. You know, news services need that information. I mean, it's like when MSNBC will scroll a score across the bottom of the screen or something. There's nobody they're doing it. You know, they're buying that service from a place.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, exactly. So, but at the end of the day, there's you know, like, you know, or the Covers and the Stat Fox and these guys out there, they're real players now, and the big guys want that stuff.
And I always like StatFox. The one thing StatFox did that the other ones don't do is across the top row, you can click and everything is sortable based on each specific stat. So you can go
through their tab format. Yeah.
Yes. But everything's sortable. Each stat is sortable, which the other ones don't really do it. They don't break it down quite that nice. I've always kind of used the StatFox.
Well, hopefully,
there's a lot of good ones.
Hopefully, we'll be an addition into that market. You know, sooner
and it's free, and it's just a place like a Major League Baseball is great for the pitchers report. If you go right to their page for pitchers report, they list every single pitcher in baseball that started a game, and you click on it, and you can see the game log for every start they made, innings pitched, all the vital information that I like to look at. Is right there at a couple clicks, and it's free.
Let me ask you this:
it's free.
How many sites out there break down the wind and statistical historical trends for you?
Yeah.
What?
I never looked for it. I'd have to go.
What do you know about it to say?
I can't answer a question that I've never really looked for. You know,
there you go.
Where can I find it? I don't know. I've never looked.
Cannot find it.
Okay, well, I've never really looked for that.
Sure. Yeah, believe me, wind is a major factor when it comes to football and it comes to baseball.
I like to know about.
Without a doubt, it's huge. And
Have you broken down the miles per hour and the way the wind blows from each stadium? No. Who's doing that? My old database did that. And these are the things that I'll be bringing back. You still can't find it. You know why? Because it's the winner. They're not going to give you this shit, guys.
It used to be like Wrigley Field was the main one. I mean, they would always hold the total back. And you can tell because the book
down every park. And then you have to break down every wind direction.
The book not every park. Some parks are rough.
Yeah, the books would hold lines on Chicago Cubs games, like the total over under.
They don't do it on every game because the info's not out there. That's all.
Well, sometimes it'd be easier to keep track of because you got like the Metrodome, you got like places that used to not even have wind at all because they're indoors.
Right. Well, all I'm saying is you're looking for the cracks. The stuff that falls through the cracks.
Right.
That's the stuff that falls through the cracks. It's not going to happen every game, but there's a certain number and a certain formula where it usually turns into money. And these are the things that we're going to be starting to bring to the table. So, I can click the button, I can show you the sheet, put it on the screen, tell you what the hell it was, and then we rap about it. So, anyways, those are the things that we're looking to bring into the future. So we need you guys that are here viewing to put up with our yapping, and hopefully you enjoyed some of that yapping in the middle of it. And start.
We got a bunch of people that are hungover and just waking up. Good morning, guys. Glad you could join us.
Morning, Dario. All right, Marcus, he came at you, Gerard.
Oakland, there he is. There's Marcus. Good morning, Marcus. We're making
over 9.5 of Baltimore and the Red Sox. I'm probably going to like that along with
it. That's a good play.
Oakland as a dog is almost always a good play. I mean, the last couple of years anyways. So I'll look into that as well. So nice little dog there. And all right. So we got our basketball out of the way. We got our baseball out of the way. Do we have any hockey to rattle off, guys?
I'll just give out my one play I wrote down in the Blackhawks minus 120 at Columbus today.
Brad is giving you the beat down there, chum.
Yeah, his wife's gone, and he's been drunk for like 3 days, and he's been talking a lot of smack, so I've been ignoring him for a couple of days.
Tom and I aren't getting along for the last few days. I get the impression you guys know each other.
Yeah, we're good friends.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Thursday he's still making you pay.
We played in a baseball league, Rock River League in Wisconsin, way back in the day. Brad was a fat, slow center fielder, but he hit all right. So
slow center fielder. That's not good.
That's why you guys.
All right.
Excuse me, guys.
She probably should stay away from me for a couple more days.
All right. She left yesterday, back tomorrow. I don't know. A big day for Brad today. Careful. So
Brad was drunk last night.
Brad won't be focused. Brad won't be focused. Not today.
I'm just going to recap real quick, guys. NBA, I like Washington and Golden State. Baseball, best bet is going to be Milwaukee. And I like also Toronto, Philadelphia, and Texas as underdogs, couple underdog plays. But Milwaukee, best bet. And then Wizards and Golden State. I honestly, I don't have my phone. I typically look on my phone. I'm not even going to give out a hockey play today because I don't have what I need to do it. So that's my recap.
Brad's going with the Brewers and unders today.
We just talked about that, Brad. Tony likes the Brewers, and I like the under. We kind of like maybe a little show parlay here. Brewers and the under. I'm going to go out the Wizards plus 12 is my best bet, along with Detroit plus 12. Going to go the Brewers under. And then my dog of the day, Seattle plus 160. Now, obviously, that's a small play. We did hit on one of those big ones when Texas last week. And then we're going to go to my best bet in the NHL will be the Chicago Blackhawks for the show, guys. Everybody kick some ass today.
All right. Gerard's coming at us with Nashville, Edmonton, and going with the Wild tonight. Boy, oh boy, the Wild really stuck it to me good last night. 9-1. Holy smokes. So, but I got 2 out of the 3, but that unfortunately is a losing formula when you're talking about the round robin. And I'll be back again here a little bit with some more action from my clients, and then I will. We will be back here. You guys want to do 9 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow?
Yeah, we can do that at 11 if
9 a.m. Pacific sounds good to me.
Yeah, that gives us an extra hour to get ourselves prepared. And,
man, I'm prepared. If we started at 3 in the morning, I'd be prepared.
Wrong video. So
tomorrow. Louie, Chumly,
executive producer Lou Diamond,
and maybe Cusimano.
Yeah, maybe Cusimano. Where the hell are you?
Man on the street.
Hey, Ronnie, welcome to the show. Thanks.
Where in the world is Tony Cusimano?
I like
Coming
that.
to you from the windy street corner. Hey, bud, where's the post office? Yeah, beep, 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 beep. Sir, we're gonna have to ask.
Yeah, we're kind of miss him, don't we? As much.
I need to go through and do like the 2 or 3 second snippets of like that, especially the one where the guard ran him off that time.
That was the best show ever.
Yeah, I know. That's a real classic moment for his ass.
All right, guys. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck tonight, guys. Talk to you later.
All right, good luck. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Meanwhile, time to talk. Talk to your friends. Talk to your family. Talk.
That's